Welcome back. I had a few hours of video. Almost a year's worth. And it was boring. It was all boring. I was trying to make a video out of it. I couldn't do it. It was boring. All I was doing was building and crafting, and then running in circles trying to find villagers. It was literally, there was nothing fun to show anybody, unless your idea of fun is watching me hammer for almost a day and a half of in-game time, hammering out bronze knives. Which I don't think anybody wants to watch, let alone hear. But anyway, so halfway through summer here, and as you can see, my house changed a little bit. So this is going to be a big update. I'm going to run around and show everything that I got accomplished. But I had an issue. The wife wasn't happy. And I figured for once, I'm going to have, you know, a nice log house. She didn't like it. Nope. Didn't matter what I did. She would not get above 80%. And she just had a kid, so wasn't happy. As soon as I turned it to stone, oh, she was thrilled. So there you go. For everybody out there, if you want things to look cute and pretty with your sticks and wood, fine. Don't expect your villagers to be happy. They're not going to be. Doesn't matter if you give them a super house or not. It's just not going to happen. They want the top end, which is stone, and that's it. Stone, plank roof, done. So there's that. Which is something I kind of didn't know all along, but I just wanted something a little different. Yeah, well, different doesn't cut it. So I had to change all of that. And I did have a couple of things in the house. Put a couple of things on the wall. The ceiling. I got some lights. Finally got the lights. So there's that. And there's a little baby Odin. They really need to add the name Thor to the list. Maybe I'll do it myself. Okay, so the major update. I hit Smithy 3. Of course, I built another Smithy here. So they're happily hammering away at something. I forget what I got them doing. But now I got 2 Smithies up. Probably be another one here, but I did build another one. Yeah, and I'll show you that in a little while. So, needless to say, I upgraded the workshop. Oh. Got my guy in here, sewing away. Well, he's doing stuff. And he's epic. He's already maxed out. Yeah. The builder's shed. I don't even know why I put a guy in here. I'm gonna move him. Don't need anything repaired yet. And yeah, I kind of went back on one thing I said earlier. Yeah, I have multiple kitchens because these two just can't keep up. While their skill's going up slowly, but it's going up, they can't keep up with the food. That was part of the one video where I was building, ran out of logs. Like I said, totally chaotic the way I play. Ran out of logs, came down here, checked the food because, duh, I just remembered to check the food. Was out of food. And I had to run over, and I made like 224 pottage. Like they can't keep up. No matter what, they can't keep up. So, something got to be changed there. I really wish we'd have the old tavern back. The enclosed tavern. I don't know if anybody out there remembers. If you were in this from the very beginning, you'd remember it. But it was an enclosed tavern. It makes more sense. Like, it's winter out, it's snowing, and they're sitting in an open tavern. Don't think so. Bring that old tavern back, make it a little bigger, and we'll be happy. So, needless to say, I got to these, so I built 2 of them. They're not being used, but I just wanted to put 2 up. And of course, I need chickens. This ain't going to be enough either, but I put up a chicken coop. That all fenced in. And I got horsies. I'm not really a fan of horses in the game. Not because when you're riding them and you're going through the woods and what have you, you can't see. You're too high up. You're in the leaves. You really don't have situational awareness on the horsey. The donkey, yes. The horses, not so much. So I got that up. I upgraded the barn. I still am going to have issues of. I think I have two. I have two pig pens now. Yep, there's two. So I upgraded the barn. I believe I got 3 people in here working. Anyway, I changed this field over. This is 4 and 4. It's cabbage, beetroot, onions, and then carrots. So I'm gonna go vegetable soup. It's the best. So that's where I'm aiming for the food. So I might need another field, and I might have to split the fields down, like, half carrots, half onions, and half beetroot, half cabbage. Something to that effect. But anyway, that's a little bit later. See, they got the flax planted. It's pretty quick. Ooh, nice. So there, I just maxed the storage out. So I got oats here. And this will be rye. And these 2 fields are just going to be for animal feed. So
but I am a little stitious.
That's all they're going to be for. This house here, eventually, the wife sends you on the one mission to go save the girl that's getting yelled at up in Branica or Baranica, one of the two. And she likes to farm. She's a farmer. So that's going to be her house. Planning ahead. I don't know if both of these are occupied. I think one of them is. But whatever. And I still got this big area here. I could actually put another field in there if I want to, or some more trees. I don't know. I could see me expanding all the way up to that tree line on this side. Yeah, you see stuff sneaking back here. So I got these houses up. Put 2 more. These are, like I said, I had about 8 hours of video. And honestly, I spent a couple of days. There was nothing. I'm sorry, but there was nothing fun to watch me do. And I just can't sit and explain what I'm doing because I can't. I'm in chaos. This is chaos mode. I'm at go time. But this, yes, I put up the fishing hut. This is all pre-planning. Nobody's in there. And I kind of like where it is. I kind of like the way that fishing hut sits. But I do not like this. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. I'm a redeveloper, which means I fix your screw-ups. And then I take credit for it. But from the very beginning, you're putting this in water. This here, from here to there, should have been expandable, or at least some type of mini bridge that you can connect this. Who's going to go to work? Well, number one, they're walking in water anyway. But, like, you're walking in the water. Well, why even have the steps? Them steps, no matter where you put them, they should connect to the ground, to the dry ground. Okay? That's just how that should be. That always annoyed me to no end. So that brings me to that being built, and of course not being used, to this house. Now, eventually I'm going to get the fisherman from Jezreka. Thanks to the wife sending me there. So I built him this house. I did this in another game too, but not so much here. He was up in that area. I liked it. It was okay, but I think there's a little more cozy and more speed. Like, he doesn't care about nothing but fishing. Like right here. Walks out. There's the water. There's his fishing hut. Now, one thing is, I forgot their ages. Because I was thinking of putting the fisher together with the girl that is the farmer. I mean, I could still do that, just have her over here. But I don't know. We'll see. It kind of be awesome to have like a power duo like that with level 6s and skills. But that'd be like 2 awesome kids. That's it. And to be honest, I probably are gonna. I'm aiming to be done before any of the children are grown up and able to work. I mean, I don't know if it's feasible. Didn't do the math. Don't really care. But we'll find out. But yeah, most of it's going to be, well, peasant houses, because that's just the way it is. So that's this area. Now I did unlock cows and such, and I think I want to get cows for milk, because I need milk to make something else that I wanted to make, and it's purely just for them to eat, not to sell. So it's not high on my priority list, but I have no bloody clue where I'm gonna put the cows. I just don't know. Kind of wanted to keep the animals all together, but the horse barn there really took up a lot of room, and I'm gonna be needing sheep, and I'll have at very least 2 sheep folds. So, I mean, there's always a possibility I could put it across over here. And yeah, I know I have horses and I'm running around, but I prefer this. I'm gonna have to check with the, but anyway, get on with the tour a little bit. So not much change over here, and slowly knocking these houses out, getting them insulated to bring their spirits up. This is where I have my extraction guy getting, he's actually getting clay, I think. 100% clay. And I normally don't have this shed here, but this looks nice, the herbalist hut here for now. Usually I have my herbalist huts over off the far bridge. And you can see where I ran out of limestone here. But this is the big deal. Like I said, it's go big or go home. I had a little square here. My other playthroughs, I had warehouses and such here. I really don't think I'm going to need a warehouse over here, because they just magically go to the warehouse. And they just magically get their food out of the food storage. But plums. 2 full fields of plums. What's that? 128 plum trees. The field back there, that's cherries. Now, I only have 2 people working here. Like, you don't need a lot for these. You don't really need a lot. Over here, I'm don't know. Normally, my other playthroughs, I'll fill this in. It'll be odd number, but I'll fill this in with trees too, and just like fill it like. I don't know if I'd go all the way to here. Maybe I would. Maybe I'd take these trees out, and then take this road, just bring the road up, connect it to here, and then fill this in with trees and even it out with the other one. But I can go all the way up to, I thought I marked it. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. So if I'm looking due north, well, let me see. I can go all the way up to here, straight in front of me. That may happen. I mean, this side will be kind of awkward and my OCD will kick in a little bit, but I would have to build a couple of houses in the middle here. I always like to put them in the middle of the fields. And then, you know, another farm shed. But right now, I wanted to get these in because it's like, what, 2 years before you actually get decent amounts from them. This is not the only orchards I'm going to have. There'll be more. Now, if I go that way, I just might finish total orchards on this side of the road up to where I can't go anymore. Granted, I might get one more full 64 in, and then, you know, I'll be piecemealing them together to make it look normal, which I hate, because now I got like, okay, now there's an orchard of 2, and then 1, and then 1, and then 1, you know, to make it look nice. That annoys me. But anyway, I can still expand over this way, which I might. That's why I only put the 1 cherry in. That's like, I really want more orchards here. I may, because I know I'm going to have more regular farm fields. So I have them houses there. It's pretty much just for this. Now, I'm going to expand all the way down. This is going to go all the way to the border. Eventually. Yeah, I don't know if I want to put like wheat fields or flax fields or something in here. I'm not sure. But I know I will be building over here. And it's going to come over far. Like all of these trees, all of this stuff will be gone. Except for these trees around here, around the clay pits. Because I'll have 2 excavation sheds over here. I better eat something before he starts complaining. But I'm going to have 2 excavation sheds over here because, well, needless to say, I'm going to need a lot of clay to make all the bottles. And I have one guy doing it right now, and he's pulling in a lot. They're walking around in circles, but he's bringing in a lot. But what have you. But I will be building all the way down to that tree line. And this is where I said I'm going to need, I'll probably have another, what do you call it over here? This, in essence, will be another whole town. You know, a farming village, big farming village. Because I believe I can get, if I go crazy, I could get 6 full fields in here easily. Easily. Well, like I said, I like the trees there. Probably going to have some houses up here. And, you know, I'm going to have a tavern. Now, the one thing that I never knew is, yeah, do the food storage, do they have an area effect? You know, normally I would build, you know, another food storage and another, you know, normal storage, resource storage over here. But I don't know if it's needed, to be honest, like game-wise. You know, immersion-wise, yes. You know, they're not going to walk 10 miles to get food. Well, if they're hungry, they will. But, so, exactly how I'm going to lay this out, I don't know yet. This very well could be more fields, more orchards. Just fill this with orchards right here. So there's that. And like I said, I had this little spot. And it's the one thing with beetroot. Like I could probably fit a house here if I really want to. I could probably put 2 here. But I got to get these guys something to do, because other than that, they're doing nothing until it's time to harvest the trees. So beetroot seems to be weak on harvest. You don't seem to get a lot of it. So I put a beetroot field here. And I could probably put another one, you know, because of the angle of the road. I wish I could do that. Like, it would fill in where I want instead of just making squares. You know, you could do that yourself, yeah, but then it looks stupid and you have 3,200 fields, like I said, with the trees. So, I mean, like I said, I could put another house here, or 2 houses, depending on how I put them. I can put a food storage over here, too. But I wouldn't put it here, because these people can very well go to that one. It would be for the people that are going to be down there. Food storage, resource storage. So, we'll see. That's the future. I'm still in the, building up steam stage here. Because I want to get all of these houses done. I want to get them decorated so they're max happiness. That's, furs on the floor, lights in the ceiling. Got to do a little more work back here because you said I got a lot of people and I'm running out of benches. And this was my first fire pit. So the way the game sees it, this is my main fire pit. So if I get anybody visiting, they go here. And this is something I never, ever got clarified. If I want to move that main fire pit, number one, I know I'd have to delete all the other ones. And then put another fire pit down. But will that turn out to be my default campfire? That's why I don't make one until I could, make the stone fire pit. So there's that. I've been seeing they were complaining that they didn't have stuff, so take 2 seconds and see what's going on. Probably won't show, will it? Extraction. What am I missing? Oh, the herbalist hut. What's she doing? Oh, okay, so wow, I screwed the pooch here. Totally, this is the one thing, and there's another thing. I forget to change this. I always forget to change this. Oh, that's invalid. Oh, yeah. Let's see some berries. I always forget that. Is it spring or summer? Oh, bloody hell. Let's see. I always need dandelions. They're a pain in the butt. I'll set that to 50. There's only one person there, and she gets a bunch. And they definitely balance some things out because this herbalist is at skill level 5 already. That's pretty good. Is it? No. Nope. Oh, it ain't deadly nightshade time. So I put it in dandelions, and I'm guessing. No, I don't think I need daisies for anything. I know I got like 1,000, but whatever. Got more plantain. Okay, there's that. Oh, yep. I have to go down there. I did put another mine in. And as you can see on the map where it's down by Harinka. I didn't build anything. I just put the mine there. It's not stopping anything from respawning because the bear doesn't spawn up there. Used to. There was one that spawned up that way, but so there's that. Mine number 1, I need 2 more people. That's the one up by Branniga, whatever. And mine number 2 is my favorite one. I do add a bunch of people over there, but I need another miner to fill that mine. But otherwise, I'm pulling in a lot of stuff. So I got that going for me. And you see I got 2 excavation sheds. This is the one here. Oh, I do have 2 people in that one, though. Okay. I thought I only had 1. I was going to say, I didn't play in about a week and a half. About a week and a half. Because I was spending a lot of time trying to put that one video together. And I just said, you know what? I'm over this. Nobody's going to want to watch me swinging a hammer for 2 hours. And then I have built this one a while ago. I just forgot to rename it. And that's over by, once again, my favorite mine. It's just so nice over there. Hunting. What am I out of? Oh, the fishing hut. Yeah, no big deal. Doesn't bother me. Production. They're definitely out of stuff. Sewing hut. What are you out of? Like, no resources. Just tell me what I'm out of. Okay, so that's no big deal. But I have to gonna go pull some of that thread out, because I don't want them to turn it all into fabric. But I'm gonna boost this for a little bit, so I have enough. So that'll be good. Yeah, turn off all skins. Okay. There's that. Yeah, of course that smithy is not working, and well, you get to see this. I'll get over there. And services 3, like I said, I got the builder set. I honestly, I didn't check to see if anything's damaged. I guess nothing is. But he got hammers and he got stuff, and I really should be putting this guy in one of the other buildings. Whatever, I'll worry about that when I'm done with the video. I'm probably going to move him. And I might move him into into the what do you call it, the sewing hut. There you can see what I got going for food storages at the moment. Apparently, I guess I'd say I could do resource, well, trippy. Reach my keyboard here. Technology. I just unlocked something. Yep, resource storage 3. So, yeah, I'll be running around and upgrading them. And once this line's done, well, in essence, it is done. I have like 30,000. I'm going to go, because it's part of it, I'm going to buy all the schematics. Just buy them all, write down. Whether I use them or not, that's, you know, part of the whole thing. I'm buying them now, getting them out of the way. I probably went through close to 300,000, if not more, coins already. Just by buying stuff that I know I needed to keep pushing farther ahead. Now, like all these. I mean, I remember adding this all up, and it's since they changed the prices a few times, but it's a lot of money. I don't know if somebody else out there did it of late. I'd kind of like to know how much it costs, but that's a lot. And I kind of want to get the fishing hut too. Like it's always the next thing. You always need the next thing. But I only like to put down the bear fur rugs because they look nice. All the other rugs, they kind of look stupid. But whether you live in it or not, you know, I kind of want it to look nice. Like, so, like I said, I got the fold. I need to build them, but it's not an emergency. I don't need the wool right this second. I mean, there's a lot of different lighting options, shall we say. And I'm used to really just the torches down through the towns. It does look awesome. But I don't know what I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I don't know. The apiary, I'm gonna want these. I'm gonna go pretty hard on the apiaries. That's a given. So this, I mean, honestly, that's not long. With all the farming that I got going on, even if I didn't do any of it myself, that's not long. They're going to open that up pretty quick. And where am I at here? Like I said, I just opened a smithy not long ago. Oh, no, I just opened it. So there you go, smithy 3. And I unlocked this stuff. I don't think I made any of it yet. But then the sewing hut 3, that the only good, like I said, Once again, the only good even going to the sewing hut 3 is you could put 2 people in it and level them at the same time. But the main thing is getting to the tavern. And that's where I figured I have at least, I'd say 2 years, not pushing it. But if I pushed it, I can have the tavern done in the winter. But that's why I wanted to plant them orchards quick. As long as we're here, I'll just show you this quick. So, there's my Dynasty rep. And it's just doing stupid missions and normal crap and stuff for the king. I got the King's Quest, I think is it 2 or 3 times now in a row. In a row. I've never had that happen to me. So, I don't know if they changed something there, but, you know, when I get it, I try to get it done ASAP. Just so it's out of my hair. I try to get it done quick. But whatever. So there's my total population is 50. Of course, 47 working. That's me, the wife, and the kid. I guess is the -3. I'm over half my buildings already. And these numbers, to be honest, they don't mean nothing to me. You know, other people can play the game and, you know, play it tight and this and that. You know, having a small village, having like 3 or 4 people and, oh, whoa, I got to move them to water or I got to move them to wood or, no. I don't play that game. I mean, a lot of that, they're either role-playing or they're trying to make it look like the game itself is harder than it is. Sorry for any of you other, I'll call you guys content creators because I'm not. I just make videos. And I play games. I'm a gamer. This is what I do. Game-wise, these numbers don't mean anything to me. Nothing. As you see, like I said, I build very big. These numbers mean nothing. And I'll show you why. Just from some of the overkill. And that's what I go for. Overkill. I want more than I need. It's like right now. Firewood is one of the things that I cranked up. You know, according to my rules. So my people need more firewood. And I was kind of running low. I was making firewood myself there for a while, so they had enough. But like I said, this is the steam engine, building up steam. This is where I'm at. They're making a lot of this every day because the last I tried to do a video the day before this game day and it screwed up, so I'm redoing it. And I had 1,100, so they did like 300 and some in like half a day. This is where I'm stocking up. This number down here doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean nothing to me. Like, yeah, copper, there's weight. I'm going to have more of these. You know, I can go down here like this limestone. I have unlimited weight, no big deal. Click. I'm going to be using that limestone. But this is, before I forget, I got to take a bunch of this out. Because I don't want them to kill all the thread. I'm not going to sell it or anything, but not like I'm not going to have more. But I know I'm going to be doing some other stuff, and I'm going to need the thread. I'm going to need the thread and the fabric. He's going to use the fabric to make the bags and whatever. But I don't want him turning all his linen thread into linen fabric. There should be, they need to have a low and a high. You don't make over this. Even though I'm telling you to make it, you don't make over this amount. I want up to here and that's it. That should be in the game. It should have been in the game from the get-go. You know, I can set it to infinity. You know, like how many logs do you want? Infinity. They're like what I was saying about the bronze knives there. That was like a day and a half's worth of me sitting there with a hammer. If anybody likes to watch that, well, I can probably film it. But I want to see people watching it. Because otherwise it's just a waste. They see my farmers are killing it. They're actually turning and making fertilizer. I was worried about that for a while. Hops plants, this is like where I said I was spending money. Pear trees, plum trees, all the trees. Every time I go around in a circle, and I make sure I went around to all the 3 farmers every time the season changed, and I bought all their apple seedlings, their tree seedlings, and their hops. I was slacking on hops a little bit. Whether I use this or not, I don't know, but I'd like to have it because they never sell enough at a time. So I got to remember my next trip around to buy hops and probably some more trees, because it doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. It's a game. I got a crap ton of money, and I can keep buying these up. And if I have a couple hundred seedlings that I don't need, so what? I sell them. Yeah, I lose a little bit of money. Who cares? You know, I sell a couple of bronze knives and I'm fine. I even it out. That doesn't matter. That's what I said. Overkill. But when I want something, I want to make sure I have it. Like if I want to go down, like I said, put 2 more orchards in. I want to make sure I have enough trees that I could go and just put the orchards in and I'm done. Now I see this got to get done. But there's enough rye grain. I stopped growing wheat, I think, at the moment. So I have them making bottles, wine bottles. That's a big one. I got to kind of slow them down on the wooden bowls a little bit, but a lot of wooden bowls. I believe I got to make more plates. And this wool, that's just what I found. But yeah, even the leather is, I mean, honestly, that's not a lot of leather. And when I get done here making this, this is where I'm going. This will be another full day of iron ore in there, and I will be turning that over. I'm not going to have my people do it. They're hammering out, I think, what's left of my bronze right now. And I'm going to keep copper and stuff. We need it for, you know, if you're doing missions for the local people. But I have a concern up here. It's not huge, but I'm getting a lot of animals. And I think the feed's okay. They must have balanced that out a little bit. But I've been buying all the feed. Does it hurt me? Not a bit. I just wish they sold more. Then I wouldn't even worry about growing the rye and whatever to make my own. I'd just buy it. Because let's face it, that's the way an economy worked back then. Everybody didn't have everything. You had to get something from somebody else. And that's kind of something that lacks in this game a little bit. But like, I love the game to death, but there's a lot of things they could tweak, and it could be the ultimate game ever made. Like for a city builder, a first person city builder, like seriously, you can't beat this. Things I'd like to see, bigger map. You know, I'd like to see some of the other people be appeased a little bit. You have a bigger map. You can get maybe a couple of people on each team on a big map, and they can have their own little wars. You know, they can go play PvP all they want. You know, fine. It's not my thing because PvP to me is nothing but griefers. And trust me, I'm an old EverQuest player from day one. EVE Online from day one. 2 hardest core PvP games ever. Covered in griefers. And honestly, I don't even want to go anymore. People that just grief to grief, they don't need to be breathing my air. Like they're not playing the game. They're just there to ruin somebody else's fun. They're not role playing. They're not a part of an alliance that's actually at war with somebody else for a legitimate in-game reason. They're just killing people to get their own rocks off. PvP's dead, people. It's dead and buried. It's only for the griefers and people that think they're cool. And those are the people that always get caught cheating. Fortnite, anybody? So, that's my take on that. But I'd love to see where you can have multiple villages on a really big map. Like some think the Oxbow's bigger. Maybe it is a bigger map. To me, it looks the exact same size. And it probably is. I think they're working within certain engine constraints. I'm not sure. But seriously, developers, you need a bigger map. That you can get a lot more people together on it. You don't need... I mean, it'd be nice to have an actual city like you tried on the Oxbow. That's a nice town. It really is. It's a nice job there. But there's things that you can boost and things you can cut back on that you can have bigger stuff. I mean, number one thing that kills is the lighting. A lot of lag from lighting. And I know because I'm going to have a lot. And I did in the past. Kind of going off track here, but like I was saying with my herbalist huts, I usually have them over in here. I put a couple houses there for my herbalists, and I have their little huts there. And I put a little fence up, they're all safe. Just to have different bridges. Like, my village is huge. It's monstrous. And I'd like for, you know, the developers to pay attention a little bit. And I'll tell you, from a guy that does... If I did world building, this is what I do as an emulation man. I rebuild the worlds. I did emulation server, emulation development. EverQuest. EverQuest EMU. SOB, that's the website. I had multiple EverQuest servers of my own. And it was just... I'm not going to brag like, oh, they're so awesome, or they were this, they were that. No. It was a learning experience. I had fun. Other people, you know, they joined it and they understood it. You know, it was for fun. It was for giggles. You know, that's what we did. It was a learning experience. I did help others that had serious servers. I helped them out because, you know, I was bored and this guy's all alone. But he definitely knows a lot more than me. So, you know, take a little off of somebody else's plate and you're still learning and he's learning and everybody's happy. It's a hobby. We had fun. But there's a lot that could be done with this game. Don't let it simmer. When I found out you guys were working on virtual reality, like seriously, no, God, no. That's not, real gamers don't need that crap. That's for Xbox people. That's for console people. They're not real gamers. Sorry, console gaming is... No. And, you know, you're wasting development time by splitting up your time on a different platforms. You know, PC, Mac, that's where it's at. Your computers. You know, Xbox, PlayStation, just glorified video cards. And the nonsense that they pull that you don't even own your games anymore. Ridiculous. Get out of here. I bought the game, it's mine now. They're nuts. So, there's my rant. Once again, I go off. So back at it. I wanted to put another smithy in here, but I can't because of these stones. Let me destroy these stones too, please. Thanks. So I wanted 3 in a row, but that's not going to happen. I do got room. I want to put something else in here. I mean, you never know. I might put the windmill up here. That'd be kind of neat. But I don't want to destroy all the trees. So it's kind of nice shaded place for the people to work. So with all my preaching there. I'm going to take the easy way. After all, it's a tour. Gotta catch everybody up on where I'm at. And it's getting a little crazy.
Onward.
Like I said, I ain't about saving every penny. I use this guy constantly. I really don't ride the horse much. And to be honest, I don't know why I bought him. I'd rather use this dude, run back and forth.
Hello there.
I can get more stuff done. I need a ride. Where am I going? We'll go over here first. Okay, yep. Move him out. Yeah, as far as the consoles things go, they're on their way out. Microsoft's cutting their own throat. They're destroying the Xbox. PlayStation's following suit. They're all falling apart. They're being political. Yeah, there's games that are political. I have one. I have a couple of them. They could be fun. Keep your politics out of our fucking gaming. Yeah, I said that. It's the only thing we have fun with. So, here's my new camp. This is my favorite mine. I love this mine. Now, this is where I built my other smithy. This smithy, I believe, is going to be the one that just does all the refining. That's all I think this guy's going to do. Of course, I have another excavation shed here. So I'm not sure. I might move another one over here. I don't know. I got a long way to think about it. But once I have so much limestone, I really don't need one over here. So I know there's somewhere close by. Well, not real close. But I don't think I'm really going to need this one over here much longer. I'll probably leave it, but I'm going to have to run around and upgrade all this stuff. I got my well. I had to put a wash bin over here. And I got a few houses. And I built more houses. I did a little, well, I built more houses. I needed a table and stuff. I had 3 houses here originally. Then I added that one. So I need more people's. And then I add that one. Then I'm running out of space to put houses. I got here. Built this one. I could probably slip another one in down here. I don't think I could fit one here. I'm pretty sure I tried to do this before. I'm just not gonna. No, see, it's not gonna sit down right. I could probably get one in here, definitely, but I'm trying not to cut trees. I don't want this too close to the main road here. So, yeah, I'd have to take down at least that one. No, I'd have to take down 2. But I could put more houses back here. Yeah, maybe I could probably get at least 2 more back in here. Make them nice and cozy up in here. Yeah. Somehow. But I believe I'm going to need at least 2 more houses over here. I guess maybe if I really wanted to. Nah. It's getting too close to the animals. Nah, I'd rather them in the woods. But anyhow, somehow I got to get 2 more houses in here. And that's without... Well, I'll probably fit one here. But that's without putting them in here. in this spot is where I want to put one of the taverns. This is the mine I feel bad for everybody working at, so they're going to get their own tavern. I got that, and of course the mine's up here. Right up. I love this mine. Oh, little decorating. Nothing fancy.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, may the ore be with you.
Seems to be doing just fine.
No, it's the forge. May the forge be with you. That's the new. That's it. Keep it cracking. 10 million. 10 million.
That dripping wears away a stone. So does my pickaxe.
Yeah, they added a lot of new little sayings. I still find the new ones pretty funny. Might try to put a house over here again. If I can get there. Whatever. I keep saying I don't want to make this too long, but it's going to wind up being about an hour. But that's where I'm standing here. And this one, I really need to get over here and get these houses done. I need to keep these people the happiest. It's just the way it is. So I want to get... Some of these are decorated. Not fully, but... You know, I got stuff on the floor. They got lights on the ceiling. Because over here is where I ran out. One of these houses I ran out of. I'll worry about that. I get to it. Got 'em.
Move on.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the fire pots. They're cute, but I think the other lights throw off more light. So, whatever. I always still just like the torches. Eventually I'll put a road down through here. It's kind of like a walking path, but I'll put a road down through there to the river. I should widen this road a little bit, just because. I think this is an overlooked area. There's a nice area down back in there. And I'm sure it's far enough away where you could build and what have you. I see buttons popping up there. Let's see what's going on. What are they out of? Ah, go figure.
Onward.
It won't take me long. I'll just ride the horsey back over there. He said, when we started playing this game, this map seemed huge. It's all about perception. The map isn't that big. That's why I never mind, running around it. I still do that. I'll still run around without the horse. Most of the time, when I go hunting, I don't take the horse. Need it. Especially when you're trying to go through the woods. I think I said you're high up on the horse, and your face is in the leaves. And that's a recipe for disaster. It's a good way to get jumped by wolves, bears, whatever. It can get ended with a simple mistake like that. And when I wanted to mount, I normally use the donkey, so I could ride the donkey. They could still escape wolves. They're fast enough. And I can still see. I can look around and see in the middle of the woods. The horse you can't. It doesn't work that way with doors. They're too high. They say
You should hire a wagoner to carry your things.
so once again, this is pretty much how my gameplay works. You know, all of a sudden they need something, then I got to run and stop, do what I'm doing, and run here, do this, run here, do that. I mean, yeah, I could just go to the farmers, you know, okay. Do some of the wheat quick. Or the oats. Was it oats? Yeah. Whatever, take it all. But this is how my gameplay is.
You always need to change stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing, but she ain't doing nothing. Okay. I thought I had enough grain.
Life is a constant process of life.
I gotta use things that, you know, makes them look busy. But I don't have them making flour. I'll do that myself so I can control that. A lot of things that you just gotta do by yourself so you can control it yourself.
I don't like
That they don't
grain.
overuse.
It's
Which is
gross,
where
rough,
the game mechanics are
irritating,
failing.
and it gets everywhere.
You know, I should be able to, I want up to 300, you know, oat seed or something. After that, you can use it for what you want. Something to that effect. You know, I got a reserve. Only the farmers can use this. You know, without having to take it out, count it out, and put it in a farm shed. And you probably put it in a wrong farm shed. You know, that's... These people are... I run the village, I tell them what to do. That's my job in the game. It's everybody's job that plays this game. You're the one that tells them what to do. You shouldn't have to totally super micromanage every little thing. You shouldn't have to worry that, oh God, they just turned all my wheat into flour. Now I got to go buy, you know, wheat grain. Oh, that's a lot of whole grain. You know, I shouldn't, that shouldn't be something I had to worry about. That's a lot. I know I'm carrying a bunch of flaxseed on me. I'm almost 2,000 flaxseed already. Crazy. Okay, yeah, I understand why. And look at all these recurve bows. They're just ones that I looted. Look at all that rye. Yeah. There's enough rye grain, though. They're good. I don't need to do that. Okay, so, back, where was I? Why he's running like that? Need something to eat. Then we'll go up to the last spot. Oh, hell with it. Eat the bread.
Dinner time.
Telling me there's something else now? And what don't you have? No, there's oat grain. I don't know why all three of them want it. Only one of them's planning it. Anyhow. Oops. Screwed that out.
Place can make all the difference in
Is there any weightlifting competition I don't know about?
Yep. I strong like bull.
Ja!
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a tree.
Onward.
Eventually, I'll put a different road up through here. It's my mind. That'll be later in the game when I need something to do. Yeah, put a different road up. That's something else, you know. Everybody does. It's not just me. A lot of people wish for the same thing in these games. Like you got a seriously great game on your hands. Stop messing around with other stuff and make it better. Like I'd like to be walking along the road and just happen to pass somebody walking the other way, or a trader, you know, like a traveling salesman walking the pass. That you run into somebody, something unique, you know. You want to see more life, not just your village, not running to your village. Like I understand how they do things. Like the people don't spawn into the village until you're so close to them. But it would be nice to see stuff like that. Or maybe, you know, when the king comes to hunt, maybe you can go see him. Maybe not talk to him. Maybe he's sitting at a tavern, blah, blah, blah. You know, but wouldn't it be fun to see the king and his hunting party? I think that would be neat. You know, little things like that. I don't think it would be much to, you know, see maybe like a family walking down the path, and you happen upon them that are looking for a new place to live. Something to that effect. Not just bandits. 'Cause bandits kind of bore me, and I have a good king, so they're not on. So technically this is my first mine. So I like to see.
The best ones are always taken.
We got their skills are going. But this is my problem. Like there you go. All
I
females.
can just smash things.
All females. And this is why they're not allowed to have
Great
men.
power comes great responsibility. And the king seems to be
Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to build another couple houses up here. I mean, at least here I got more options where to build. So I got a house over there. I could put another house over there. Yeah, I think I can get another one in here. Just to make sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, unfortunately it does that, but... Yeah, anyhow, that's for a later time. So, with that, that's my big update. I'm gonna be kicking it pretty soon. We'll be making the money. I'd go down to the other mine by Harinka, but there's nothing there. It's literally just the mine. That's all I built. There's nothing down there yet. Still on the fence over that. But. So that's my rant slash tour slash what have you. I'm on the road to 10 million and I have not seen anybody say they're going to attempt it. We'll see. I think the game's still quite popular. I really don't see this game going out of popularity anytime soon. But honestly, the game devs of this particular game, not the series, because I have a bunch of their other games too. This one, this is the one. This is the one you should be supporting. Don't worry about making the next game. You should be expanding on this. This is the cash cow. Listen to a developer plus a game player. You have something here, and this is the direction you should be going in. This game here. This is the one. You got it. You just got to listen to people. You have to expand it. You know, hardcore. You can make this super hardcore game and at the same time make it super casual friendly. You know, I'd love to see a temperature slider. You know, I want to see clothing where you need to supply your people with clothing.
Onward.
But given that, there has to be a wider selection of clothing found in this run through. I'm not saying unbalanced or anything, and I see others say, oh, you don't need to put points into that skill. No, you kind of do. My guy was running around just butt-ass naked, and he was overheated constantly. There was nothing I can do. I had all the clothes in the world, the proper clothes, the best clothes, the best clothes for cooling that you could get, and it did no good. So you're kind of being forced into that skill, or we need better clothes. That's all there is to it. Give us better clothes. Give us something like, you know, colors. Like, I don't need to be dyeing stuff pink, purple, and blue and stuff, but a more of a variety of actual colors that were worn. I'm sure there was purples and blues, and purple was royalty, royal color, but still, you know, these people can be wearing different clothes, especially for how the village is progressing. Like, yeah, okay, they're peasants. I get that. But they're my peasants. And if I want them to have a lot of money, they should have a lot of money. If I want them to wear nice clothes, they should be able to wear whatever I put in there for them. If I want them to be all dressed up as nobles, getting dirty, so be it. You know? I think that'd be awesome. Well, clothing is number one. You know, make it worth something. Not just to sell, you know. You got to make it worth something. That's huge. People have been crying for that for a while. And I can think of a million other things. Let's see, nice and peaceful. Like, wouldn't it be nice? Like I said, I want the old tavern back, but make it bigger, make it enclosed. Wouldn't it be cool that you could put up an inn? Just give us an inn, okay? So you're out of places for people to stay. Single people could rent, or you could give them a room in an inn. Yeah, they're not going to be super thrilled about it, but they're out of the weather and they're working. And it gives you time to build houses. Why not have an inn? And you could use the inn also. Okay, hey, the king's coming to town to go hunting. Like, bring the king into it again. Here's a place for those people to stay. You know, that alone would be cool. Or add it you know, on to just normal traveling. People are traveling. They want a place to sleep and eat before they move on the next day or the next month or whatever. Even if they want to move on, that would be awesome. That's the kind of gameplay that you should be looking for. And it's not hard with this setup. You can't tell me that you can't do it. I know you can. Trust me, I dug in your code. But anyway, you can do it. You don't need a version 2. You can build on this. You don't need awesome graphics. These graphics are fine. Graphics don't make the game. If you're worried about, and even as a player, players are worried about graphics, they're not gamers. That's all I got to say. Graphics don't make the game. The gameplay makes the game. And I like this gameplay. For me, this is great. It's casual and like chaotic, like I'm doing right now. Like, let's push it. Huh, that's all I got. Next update should be fun. But for now, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to grab all of that ore. He's going super speed again. Grabbing all that iron ore. And that's what I'm going to take a nap to. I don't think there's enough for a nap, but 680 iron ore. Yep. Thanks for watching. Don't be shy. Please subscribe. Help a guy out. Whether you agree with me or not, let me know. Talk it out. Till next time. Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world.